Hello everyone, this is Alok Kumar, All India Rank 135 of UPSC Civil Services Examination 2018. In this video, we will discuss the 10 do's and don'ts of the preliminary examination that is going to happen in June. So, talking of the do's, I would say that first of all, all of you study current affairs part properly and very sincerely, because the nature of the examination is such that the current affairs part weightage is increasing day by day. The second thing I would say that develop an interlinkage between the topics, because if you do not develop, then you will not be able to eliminate the options. So you have to develop an interlinkage between agriculture and economy, say, and other topics of the syllabus. The third is that whenever you study some things, you search on the website of the government departments, like you study Quality Council of India or National Pension System. So you search on the website what is the National Pension System, and you search the other things like what is IRDA, what is PFRDA. You search these topics itself. The fourth thing is that solve the test papers. Do not skip the test papers. They are very, very relevant still, and they would develop an ability to eliminate the options. The fourth thing is that while solving the test papers, do 100 questions at a time. Do not do 20 questions here in the morning and 20 questions in the evening, because you will never develop a risk-taking ability that is very much required in the examination. You will always take greater risk if you solve less questions at a time. The fifth thing is that you should also solve the monthly current affairs that is of different institutions. Like there are many institutions, you can see the monthly current affairs question banks, and you can solve them, and which will help you to revise the current affairs. The sixth thing is be thorough with the basics. Like it's not that you should study only the current affairs part while forgetting Lakshmikant and Spectrum, the basic books. The seventh thing is that you should plan your preparation and make an organic plan. You should evolve. The plan should evolve. Like the examination itself is evolving, so your plan should also evolve. Which part of the syllabus is most required for preparation now. The eighth thing is that you should always motivate yourself. The motivation, it can be an inner motivation or an outer motivation. You should always think that why do you want to clear this exam, and that will help you in difficult times. The last is you should sleep properly and think of what you studied for at least 30 minutes a day. It's not like that you will sleep for 3 hours or 4 hours and clear this exam. You should always sleep for 6 to 7 hours, and in 30 minutes you should recall that okay, I've studied this today, and this was the total output of the day. So in that way you will evolve and clear the prelims 2019. The basic don'ts that I would like to state are you should not create a hype of the examination and the preparation. It's not impossible. I have also cleared it, and many people are clearing this examination every year. So it's not like that it's impossible. It's very, very, very difficult. The second thing is that I would say you should not waste too much of your time on newspapers, because you should always you should study the headlines. You should study the examination has come very near, so you should not waste like 3 to 4 hours on newspaper. You can read newspaper for around 1 hour still. The other thing is that I would say that you should not be a victim of content terrorism. Like there is so much content available in the market, there are so many institutions, so you should stick to only 1 or 2 institutions, the best institutions, and then you can follow them. You can solve their test papers, but it's not like that you will solve 10 institutions test papers. The other thing is that do not skip the basic part of the syllabus, like polity by Lakshmikant and history by Spectrum. So you should not skip these parts and focus only on current affairs. The other thing is that many people solve 100 questions while appearing while preparing while giving the test papers. So do not solve 100 questions. You will not solve 100 questions in the exam, and if you solve 100 questions, there is very less probability that you will get selected. The other thing is that do not guess. If you do not know, do not guess. It is very less probability that you will get the question right, and you will end up getting a negative mark for that. The other thing is that do not waste time in too many group discussions. Like people say that it is a exam of in which people discuss and there is a very useful group discussions. But I think that if you waste too much time on group discussions, you would not be able to figure out your weakness and work upon that. The other thing is that don't stay awake for overnight before prelims. Like if you are awake till 4 a.m. every day, then your body develop the cycle that your body works like that. So just before the prelims, your mind would not work in the examination. So make a habit that at least 10 to 15 days before prelims, you stick to the cycle of the preliminary examination. The other thing is that do not read the entire reports. Like I have seen people studying the entire India yearbook or the entire economic survey. So it's not like that you would study a book and get selected. You should study summaries. You should study a report, economic survey summary reports. Many material is also available in the market. So you should study that and not waste time in reading the entire reports. And last but the most important, do not skip the tests, the tests that are of coaching institutions. And you should be able to solve at least 30 to 40 tests here, and in proper 2 hour format, that is the UPSC asks and UPSC demands. So you will develop the insight of what is required in the exam. So that's all, and all the best for preliminary examination 2019. Thank you.